Hi YouTube, in this video I'm going to be doing deck profile of my Murakumo Legion deck. So I forgot to do the Kasumi Rogue deck that I put together several weeks ago when Fires Collection 2014 came out. So I've already gone and dismantled that one and built this one on top of that one. But I may, I don't know, build that one back in a future video, it depends. So this is my Murakumo Legion based deck. It's pretty good. Another very undersupported clan, in my opinion, that was lucky enough to get a Legion. So if you're someone who's a fan of like ninjas or whatever, and you like Nubatama and Murakumo, or any of the Dragon Nation stuff, and you're tired of playing as Dragonic Overlord, the Rebirth, or Eradicators, I mean, you can try this out. It's pretty good. It's for fun. So for Onmyo, Steallth Rogue, Seimei, I don't know. Anyway, 4 of him, he's a Legion, he's good. Now, for the alternate Vanguard, some people will want to run the Break Ride. I was actually running the Break Ride at first. I took it out. It's good, it's kind of slow. It does give you advantage, but I don't know. I like thinking of cards from like old school, because Legion is so much faster than Break Ride in terms of the speed at which the deck moves. So I went with 4 Covert Demonic Dragon Mandala Lord. Ideally, you want to ride him first if you draw into him, and hope that you can get another copy of him. But if not, then it doesn't really matter. You can just ride this first and just forget about him. But he's pretty good, only in the sense that he prevents you from being rushed, assuming you can get an extra copy of him in hand. And he's not limit break. That's the other thing. He's not limit break, so I like that about him. So yeah, him along with this guy, you're not constrained to having to have a certain number of damage to do anything, and I really like that. So this is what I went with. He's not as good as Shirayuki in terms of he only weakens the Vanguard, the opponent's Vanguard by 10k, but I mean, you know, he prevents early game rush. You can get him relatively easily because of the starter. We're just running the generic starter in here since they don't really have that many good starters. But yeah, it works. It works pretty well with the generic starter. Next, for Transformation Steallth Rogue, Kuzunoha. So this is the Legion mate for Steallth Rogue, Seimei. And it's to be honest, it's the first card that's actually finally worthy of me removing my Bloody Mist. So this was one of my few decks that I still had running 10k vanillas in it. The only other deck that I have that runs 10k vanillas, well, this one doesn't run them anymore, since they were replaced for that. But the only deck now that I have is my Chaos Breaker deck, which is running the Kryptons. So 4 of those. They had 4 Demonic Hair Steallth Rogue Grenjin. He came out in Brilliant Strike when they got their reverse unit in the Break Ride. He's pretty good. He can search a clone. He can basically clone himself. It's like Kagebu no Jutsu. Get another one of him. You know, but then it still has a little bit of issues where if he doesn't have a booster, if the clone doesn't have a booster, then, you know, it's kind of a waste. Unless you can just kind of use it to pick off 12k rearguard or something, like a 12k attacker. Like a nullity or something. But anyway, it's pretty decent. There's not a whole lot of choices. I mean, it's either him or Bloody Mist at this point. And then the other grade 3 is the damage unflipper. Mainly because Mandala Lord and Seimei and this guy all use Counterblast. That guy's Soul Blast. So just, there isn't really a whole lot of choices, so I just ran this guy. So for grade 1s, I guess we'll do the Sentinels first. So 1, Silver Snow, Sasame. This is the Quintet Wall, and then 3, Stealth Beast leaves Mirage. Quintet Wall works very good because this is a 12 crit deck. So all those 10k shields help boost the power and effectiveness of your Quintet Walls. 3, Bangasa Steallth Rogue, Sukerock. I don't know, that, like, half of that word is like a Japanese word, and then the second half is like rock. we're just gonna call him Rock. So nice thing about Rock is that he's one of those new cards that they got in set 14 that lets you Soul Blast and move him to a different column. I like it. I wish they would actually. I hope that the Murakumo gets more cards like that, because I think that would make them. It makes them kind of like Aquaforce in a way, but not really, because it's on main phase. It's an on main phase effect. He can only move to an open R, so he can't really exchange position with anything. But it's good because Murakumo is the type of clan that is all about like keeping the field open. Like they're not a field heavy. They're like a field empty play style, which is really unique, and it's kind of good against Link Joker. So yeah, 3 of him, and then 3 of the 8K vanilla, mainly because with, well, they don't have a whole lot of choices, so I just went with 3 of these. I may actually just put 4 of him in, and, I don't know. This works, this used to be in here because of Bloody Mist, so this was able to hit Cross Ride, but now that Bloody Mist is gone, there isn't really a whole lot of reason for me to run this anymore, so I may actually take this out entirely. So let me know in the comments, like, what would you recommend me running? Probably a 4th one of him, and then just some other, I don't know, like the 10K booster or something like that. Probably 10K booster. Next we have 4 Steallth Fiend Oboro card. This is a very important card for early game. So yeah, just 4 of him. Only downside, he's a 6K boost, but he's a pretty good card. Moving on to the triggers. So 4 of your Flame of Victory clone. I mean, he looks like it's Stealth Beast Cat Devil. He looks like he's related to like Naruto and Flame of Victory. I don't know. 4 Fox Tamer Izuna. And 4 Dirk Stealth Rogue Yaiba. And 4 Stealth Fiend Yukihime. So, interesting thing about Murakumo, they're an under-supported clan, but they can actually run 16 critical. They also have that tiger-looking critical trigger that I think was an extra booster card. Yeah, because that's set 9, and that is set 9. I think it's the extra booster card, or it's like an earlier critical trigger that they've got. So they can actually run 16 crit if they want to like go all in and try to rush the opponent down. But this deck is I don't know, it's a little bit rush focused with a Oboro card. So I may actually, I don't know, for fun may do that in the future. And then the starter is just Stealth Rogue of Body Replacement, Kokuenmaru. So he is your generic Counterblast 1, put in the soul of the top 5. And ideally, what you want to do is you want to either open up with one of these, and hopefully he will fetch your second one, so you can prevent early game rushes that way. Or, it doesn't matter, you can open up with whatever you open up with, he basically helps you get grade 3. So that's why I'm running him, and they don't have a whole lot of other options available since they're under supported clan. So anyway guys, that was the deck. Let me know what you would run for the grade 1 lineup. That's the one that I'm more keen on fixing. And as well as the grade 2s, or even like, what would you run besides this with the Legion? So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks.